Welcome everyone. So this short practice is really for anybody who wants to practice yoga but maybe struggles with balance or struggles with getting up and down off of the ground. Or maybe you're at work and you just have a few minutes to yourself in the office and you want to move your body. So whatever the circumstance is, grab a chair that has a back to it and a chair where you can sit on it with your feet flat on the ground. And then rather than rounding and hanging out back into the chair, sit up on your sitting bones, so those bony protrusions under your bum. And then close your eyes and just feel the graceful curves of your spine lengthen upward here. Start to take a few deeper breaths in and out through the nose. So just taking a few moments here to go inward and find a little sense of calm and peace through the movement of your breath. Take a deeper inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. We'll do that one more time. Inhale. Let something go as you exhale. Seal your lips. Continue to breathe in and out through the nose as you start to flutter the eyes open. And from here, keep the breath active in and out through the nose and reach your hands back for the sides of your chair. So the sides of the back of your chair. Grip the sides of the chair with your fingers. Take an inhale, pull your chest forward, lift your throat, lift your chin, look up, arch your back. And then as you exhale, tuck your chin and round your shoulders forward as you pull the belly back towards the spine. Two more like that. Inhale, chest forward and through. Look up. And exhale, round. Really let the shoulders shift forward in space. Tuck the chin. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Now sit up tall again and bring your hands behind your head here. Interlace your fingers. And with the grip of your hands on the base of your skull, see if you can actually pull the back of your head a little bit higher. Feel that length through the back of the neck. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, rotate your chest and your shoulders to the right. Try to keep your knees and your thighs exactly where they are. Inhale back through center. Keep lifting through the crown of the head. And then exhale, rotate to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate to the right. So really recruiting the core muscles here to rotate the spine. Inhale back through center. And exhale to the left. Come back through center and then relax your hands onto your thighs. From here, we're going to stand up onto our feet. So you can use the chair under the hands, lean your weight forward, bend the knees, and then stand all the way up. Now from here, I'm going to just turn my chair to the diagonal, but you don't have to. We're going to stand behind the chair and hold the back of the chair with our hands, standing up tall. We're going to set up for tree pose here, Vrikshasana. So bring your awareness to the right foot and lift the right heel. Now shift your weight to the left foot. Lift the right foot off of the ground, turn the right knee out to the side, and then rest the sole of the right foot anywhere along the inseam of the standing leg. And using the hands on the back of the chair here to support your balance. Keep working to widen the right knee out to the right. And then feel your tailbone point down towards your left heel. And if you can, as you're breathing here and maybe settling your gaze on something you can focus on in front of you that's not moving, maybe lift the hands off of the chair, bringing the hands towards heart center. And even if you just hover the fingers off of the chair for a moment or two, just to test that balance. Breathe. Make peace with whatever is coming up, whether there's balance or not. right knee comes forward and through, and then step the right foot down. So we're going to switch sides now. So shift your weight to the right foot and lift your left heel. From there, lift the foot and turn the left knee out to the left and connect the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right leg. Keep widening the left knee out to the left. And at the same time, point the tailbone down. Feel that kind of tone the low belly muscles. Keep reaching up through the crown of the head, softness around the shoulders and chest. And breathe here. Maybe hover your hands off of the back of the chair, depending on where you are at in your balance today. Maybe bringing the hands to heart center. Bringing the hands back to the chair. Bring the left knee forward, and then step the left foot down. Now, from here, we're going to walk the feet back away from the chair, keeping the hands on the back of the chair, reaching the bum back in space. And you can let your chest reach down towards the ground. So trying to straighten the arms and eventually straighten the legs here in this downward dog using a chair. But if you need to bend the knees to reach your sitting bones back and lengthen your spine, please do so. Feel weight under the hands, using the chair to support you here. Take 2 more breaths. From here, look forward, lift your chest, and walk your feet back forward towards the chair. Now, I'm going to turn my chair forward. You can keep your chair as it is, and step to the right side of your chair. So standing facing the chair, right next to the right side of your seat. Separate your feet about hip width apart, and then bend your knees and reach your fingers for the seat of the chair. Now from here, take a long step back with your left foot. So right knee is going to stay bent, left leg is straight. Coming onto the toes of the left foot, we're going to stay here for our lunge. Now you can flatten the hands on the chair or stay on fingertips. Breathe. Feel your outer right hip squeeze in towards the midline and then press your right heel down even more. And feel how that starts to tone the back of the front leg. Now, if you feel steady enough here on your feet, you can start to lift your fingers off of the chair. Maybe reach your hands up to bring the chest and shoulders more or less above your pelvis and hips. Know that staying with your hands on the chair is perfectly viable. Work with where you are at today and take 1 more breath. If your hands are lifted, lean forward and bring the hands back to the chair. Now flatten your left hand on the chair and bring your right hand to the small of your back, so just above your sacrum. And then roll the right shoulder back in space and look up and back towards the right. So finding a twist here in our lunge position, keeping the legs nice and strong. Feel the low belly scoop up and in, and that's going to help the rotation of the spine. 1 more breath. Now untwist, so bring the chest and the shoulders to face the chair again. Bring both hands to the seat of the chair. Now we're going to start to straighten the right knee here. So press into the right heel more and reach the right hip back in space as you start to straighten the knee. Now it doesn't have to straighten completely. We're just looking for more of a stretch through the back of the leg. Keep reaching the chest forward here. Now the back heel can stay lifted or it can reach towards the ground, wherever you feel a little bit more stability. But see if you can work your left hip slightly forward in space and your outer right hip moving back in space. And just notice what that does to the sensation behind the leg. One more breath. Now bend your right knee again. We're going to step the left foot forward to meet the right with knees bent. And then stand up. Feel your weight balance between both feet. Other side. So bend your knees and reach your fingers for the chair. We're going to step the right foot back this time for our lunge. So tuck the back toes under, press the ball mound of that foot down, press the heel of the front foot down, and notice how that fires up the back of the front leg. You can stay with fingertips here on the chair or palms down. Take one more breath like this. And if you want to explore more balance here, coming onto the fingertips again, and maybe shifting your weight back to the legs and floating the hands up. Steady the breath. Meet yourself where you are in any variation here. One more breath. If the hands are lifted, lean forward and bring the hands back to the seat of the chair. Now flatten the right palm on the chair and keep it on the seat. With the left hand, bring it behind you and place the palm on your low back. From there, roll your left shoulder back in space, twist your chest and your shoulders to the left, and just gaze up and past the left shoulder. So there's a slight lift of the chin here in this rotation. Keep pulling the left elbow, left shoulder back in space for one more breath. Untwist back to center and bring the left hand to the seat of the chair as well. Now we're going to work to straighten this front leg, the left leg. So press into the left foot more, reach your hips back in space, and start to take the bend out of the left knee. Keep reaching the chest forward slightly. Feel your outer right hip come forward in space. Outer left hip moves back slightly. Deepen the breath. One more breath. Bend your left knee again. We're going to step the back foot to meet the front, both knees bent, and then we'll stand up. Now for this one, step a little bit closer to the side of your chair and use the back of the chair to stabilize here. So hold your left hand on the chair and place your right foot on the chair. So sole of the right foot is on the chair. Now from here, right hand is going to reach back, and we're either going to hold the back of the chair with the left hand, or we're going to bring the left hand onto the front of the right knee. So it's kind of holding the front kneecap there. And then rotate the right hand back. Twist the chest and the shoulders towards your back hand. And if you want to challenge yourself here, feel your weight over your left heel and then maybe lift the right heel off of the chair. If that feels okay, maybe lift the toes as well. Focus your eyes on something steady that isn't moving and draw upon that steadiness here to maybe work towards balance. Keeping the foot on the chair is perfectly fine too. Taking one more breath. Untwist back to center. And then let's step the right foot down. You can use the back of the chair to help with that transition. Other side, so step the left foot onto the chair. Now from here, we're going to bring the left hand back in space, and the right hand is going to reach for the front of the knee. Feel your weight over the right heel, so maybe a little bit further back than you think it needs to be. Start by rotating the chest and the shoulders towards that back hand, towards the left hand. And maybe playing with balance here, lifting your left heel off of the chair, and maybe lifting the toes as well. Working along any of those stages, either flat foot, heel lifted, or entire foot lifted. Find one more breath. Flatten the foot down, untwist back through center, and then step the left foot down. From here, let's walk to the front of our chair and have a seat again. I'm going to work into the hips a little bit here for some Sukhi Rendrasana stretching. So use the chair with your hands to support. So you'll kind of have to lean back a little bit, lift your right foot, and then you can use your hands as well. Keep the knee bent, and then we're going to bring the ankle, the right ankle, to rest on the left thigh. So kind of like you would sit in a chair. Some people would sit in a chair. Now bring your hands to the back of your chair, again, holding the sides of the back of your chair. And we're going to actively use the muscles of our outer hip to press this floating knee down towards the ground. So keep that action of the outer knee pressing towards the earth. And with the sides of the chair here that are helping to stabilize you, start to reach your chest forward to any extent. And with the sides of the chair, grip them with your hands so that they're nice and supportive, so you can really lean your weight forward and feel what you feel across the chest, the shoulders, as well as the outer hip here. Always holding room within our awareness for the movement of our breath, helping to keep us connected to what's happening in our body right now. One more breath here. Now to come out, bring the shoulders and chest back in space. Relax the hands from the chair. You can use your hands to help lift that foot off of the thigh and then step the right foot flat down. Let's come to the other side. So again, using the chair if you need as you lift that foot, and then maybe using the hands to help guide the left ankle across the right thigh this time. Now bring your hands back to the sides of the back of your chair. And again, we're going to activate the muscles of the outer left hip here to press that left knee down towards the ground. And maybe it doesn't look like me. That's totally fine. Meet yourself where you are, one breath at a time. Holding the sides of the back of your chair here, allow your chest and your shoulders to reach forward. Feel the backs of the shoulders pull back in space, so really grip the mat with your fingers. There's engagement in the upper arms. And keep widening that left knee down towards the ground. 2 more breaths. Sit back up, reach your hands for your leg and help remove the ankle from the thigh and then step the left foot down. From here, we're going to work to stretch out the neck a little bit. So with your right hand, grip the seat, so the side of your seat, the right side of your seat here with your fingers, and then keep that and tip the left ear towards the left shoulder. So getting into a stretch here through the side of the neck. This might be enough. If you want a little bit more sensation, you can take your left hand and drape it over the right side of your head, kind of over your right ear. Now, maybe even the weight of that hand being there is enough. Otherwise, you can give a little gentle pull, encouraging the left ear closer towards the left shoulder. So for me, I feel this all the way through my upper arm, across the shoulder, into the side of the neck, even up into the jaw. Take one more breath. And then release the left hand, lift the head back through center, and let's come right away to the other side. So relax your right fingers, grip the left side of your chair with your fingers, your left hand, and then from there, tip your right ear to the right shoulder. Find the breath, maybe close the eyes. With the eyes closed, it's easier to tune into sensation and feedback from the body. If you want more of a stretch here through the left side of the neck, you can drape the right hand across the left side of the face, and maybe the weight of the hand is enough, or you can gently pull that hand so that the right ear comes closer to the right shoulder. Relax your jaw. One more breath here. And then coming back through center, relax both hands by your side, relax both arms. And then from here, scoot your bum back on the chair, so closer to the back of the chair. Flatten your feet on the ground. And then from here, we're just going to bow and round ourselves forward. Think upper body like a rag doll. Maybe resting the sides of your ribs on your thighs. And let the head be heavy here, so there's little to no engagement through the back of the neck. And you can check in here with that by just gently shaking your head no. Maybe nodding it yes. And then find a few moments of stillness here. So crown of the head is being pulled down by the weight of gravity. Feel that lovely space you're creating through your back body. Send the breath into the backs of the ribs here for the last 2 breaths. Soften around the shoulders. Now to come back up, keep your chin towards your chest and start to climb your hands up your legs, so up your shins, to your knees, to your thighs, and then lift yourself all the way up. And feel everything that you feel. And thank yourself for showing up for yourself in body and mind for this chair yoga session. And I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.